This video is sponsored by the Amalie Store, featuring Amalie Oil, better than it has to be since 1903. Save $10 on any Amalie branded product until the end of 2014. Just use coupon code COMPPLUS. The Amalie Store is owned by racers to support racers. Visit amaliestore.com and shop today.
We've entertained Make-A-Wish kids and families all year long. And keep in mind, when you hear about Make-A-Wish granting wishes to children with serious diseases, those wishes are granted every 38 minutes. We've been proud to be a part of a number of them. We're going to show you one on these screens that took place in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. Tommy Johnson Jr. was able to work with a young man from Nebraska named Austin Zimmerline. Austin's wish was to win a drag race. Well, in order to do that, he was a passenger. Part of the time he was the driver with Tommy Johnson, and in the other lane, he didn't just beat some guy off the street. He raced against Jack Beckman and Antron Brown. I know it's a little noisy around here, but take a look at the video screen.
It was a momentous occasion yesterday on the NHRA Miller Yellow Drag Racing Series as Tommy Johnson Jr., Terry Chandler, and the Make-A-Wish crew granted a wish to 17-year-old Austin Zimmerline. He wanted to be a race car driver and win a race for a team. He suffers from cerebellum atrophy and cerebral palsy, but teamed up with TJ, they took on Fast Jack Beckman and Antron Brown, both champions of the sport. And thanks to Doug Foley, who gave Austin hand control to work the throttle for this championship battle.
Look at Austin and TJ getting the whole shot advantage over the champions. And look at that, they're pulling away for the win. How about that? Great job.
That a kid. Austin at the top end got the special Wally, got the hat, got the mellow yellow, and even better than all of that, got an interview with Gary Gerald.
Well, talking over winning strategy, the real pilot here is Tommy Johnson. Austin Zimmerline, he's got himself a Wally. What a magical moment. TJ, tell us about what this experience is like for you and your passenger.
For me, it's been phenomenal, but mine doesn't even come close to what Austin just experienced here, but it does come close to be able to help grant a wish for Austin. He wanted to be a race car driver and win a trophy for his team, and we just went 146, almost 147 miles per hour. Austin just won his team a trophy.
Awesome. Austin, what did it feel like to go that fast, to get that Wally?
It felt like $1 million bucks.
$1 million bucks. I love that. And tears of appreciation from Mom. Mikey, what's it like to see your son experience this moment?
It's amazing. Amazing, truly amazing.
$1 million bucks, right?
This is wonderful for him.
Give me a fist bump on $1 million bucks right there, pal. Good job. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that, whether you saw it in person. And let me also tell you that when that happened, every single fan in a sold-out grandstand stood and applauded, and they applauded when the team and Austin came back. Now, we have a lot of miracles happen here at Don Schumacher Racing. None of them would be possible without Don Schumacher. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Schumacher.
That's a very wonderful thing to say, Mike, but without my team out here and NHRA, Tom Compton, Peter Clifford, Graham Light, the guys that actually put every one of these races on, none of this would be possible. Austin not only won a trophy, he wanted to take the team out to dinner, meaning his family out to dinner. He got $1,000 from NHRA. And it's really all because of Terry Chandler. Terry's the one. Thank you, Terry. Terry's the one that funds this race car. None of the money comes from Make-A-Wish. I know Alan Reinhardt announces that all the time. but it's thanks to Terry that we're able to do this for all of the NHRA fans out here, but for the Make-A-Wish families that come out here at every race. We have a group of them, and we love having them out here, and we love entertaining them. I want to announce today, Terry is committed to sponsoring the car in 2015. TJ will be the driver. We shall go on, and it's because of these other two people here that we're able to do this. Couldn't do it without Tom Compton, couldn't do it without Terry Chandler, and I could not do it without all of you fans out here that allow us to get sponsors to come out here and do this every day. So you're all a big part of all of this. I thank every one of you for your commitment, you coming out and spending your days with us out here at the racetrack, and it allows us to do what we do every day. I know Terry doesn't necessarily want to say anything, but I'm going to pass it on to Terry. He just called me a turkey, so I'll just pass it over to Tom Compton. I can't tell you how proud all of us in NHRA are to be associated with Make-A-Wish and to have them out here on the Mellow Yellow circuit. It really means a lot. Don mentioned that Terry's funding the car. Having a car here is very important to us. But I can tell you that Terry's heart is a lot bigger than her checkbook. I've seen it. And if you've ever seen a wish granted out there, we've had the pleasure of seeing many this season, it's something so special you will never, ever forget it. So thank you, Terry, for all you do and all what you make a wish. You're just wonderful to be associated with. You're with our first-class operations on Schumacher Racing. You couldn't be in a better place. We're really, really happy that you're going to be racing this year. Thank you, Terry.
Usually not going to do this, but I have to thank everyone in NHRA and Don Schumacher and all of DSR, because I would have never been able to fulfill this dream in a million years without them. And I thank the Lord in heaven for every single Make-A-Wish child we bring out here and show them lots of smiles.
I look forward to anybody and everybody contribute a little bit. Let it come from your heart. It's an incredible foundation that takes care of incredible families and children. Thank you very much.
We have the opportunity to visit a number of the Make-A-Wish facilities, one of which in New Jersey is a castle designed by Disney. And that's where we learn the Make-A-Wish story, how every 38 minutes Make-A-Wish grants a wish to a child with a serious disease, a serious illness. And some of those wishes are elaborate, like the one you saw with Austin Zimmerline. And the one we learned about that touched us maybe the most in New Jersey was a 3-year-old little boy who wanted to ride the school bus with his big brother. She's responsible for granting many of these wishes. Welcome from Make-A-Wish Corporate, Camille Horn.
Thank you very much. I am pleased and thrilled to be here to represent our organization today. We have 61 chapters around the country and 37 affiliates worldwide. So we are a global organization and grant the wishes of more than 14,000 children every single year that have life-threatening medical conditions. And so you are helping children, like they said, every 38 minutes we have a child who is having their wish granted. And it's everything from I want a puppy dog to I want to take a trip to Disney to I want to race a race car. So it's varied, and it really is whatever the child's one true wish is. We have over 25,000 volunteers that go into a child's home and talk to the child and their family and really find out what the child wants. You can become a Make-A-Wish volunteer if that is something that you would like to do. You can give money to Make-A-Wish. There's all different kinds of ways to get involved. And I will tell you, when I came to Make-A-Wish a couple years ago, everybody knows the name of Make-A-Wish. I think that when you find out what we do, it's one of those organizations. Having worked in nonprofit all of my life, I was so thrilled to find out that they really do what they say they're going to do with the money that you donate. I was really thrilled with that. So again, I wanted to let you know that on behalf of Make-A-Wish, we are thrilled to be partnering with Don Schumacher Racing and Terry Chandler again this year. We can't say thank you enough to the entire team, the crew, and everybody. It's been just absolutely wonderful to all of the children that come out with their families to the races. So thank you very, very much.
It's been a great season. We're thankful to Don and Terry for the opportunity to drive this car and represent Make-A-Wish, such a great organization, and to promote them, all the great things they do for the kids. You know, all season long we've had the kids out to the races, and they've either had a wish granted or they have one coming soon, and to see them out to the races, having a great time, and being involved with the organization. But in Vegas, to actually be a part of a wish that is being granted was a whole different aspect. It was a very memorable occasion for myself, so I know it was for Austin, but to see what they do and how professional they do things, and to see the kids that are struggling. We've had a lot of kids to the races this year that they're in a big fight, and they're struggling, and they're out here at the races, and they get to come out here one day and be normal and smile and laugh and enjoy the races and see their families smiling and have a great time and cheering on their race car. That's what it's all about. If we have a bad day of racing, it's not that big a deal. These kids are going through a big deal. So it's been a really unique experience this year. I can't wait to continue it next year. And like they said, go to wish.org and check out what they do. Donate to these causes, because it's a first-class organization. They do wonderful things for kids. And if you're out here any Saturday and you see these kids in the pits, you'll understand what I mean. So thank you for being a part of it. I want to thank all the fans that were at Vegas. It made me the most proud that day to see the entire grandstand and all the fans of NHRA drag racing stand up and give a standing ovation. It made me feel very proud to be a driver of NHRA drag racing and be a part of it, to have our fans support our cause so well. So thank you to everybody. If you were there, thank you very much, and thank you for supporting our team.